first gear pull.
How's it going, guys? We are actually going to be unboxing and assembling this Harbor Freight engine stand. This is the Pittsburgh brand for 750 pound. This is the smallest one they make, but it's good for like 4 cylinders and stuff. Yeah, I have the half-ton version right here that I've been using for, I don't even know, 5 years probably, and it works great. I only have one though, so I needed another one so I can do this B20 VTEC motor. So let's get to it. Cut her open. I'm lucky enough to have a Harbor Freight like 3 miles away from where I live. Got the handle here to maneuver the engine. Instructions, bunch of hardware. A wheel, another wheel. This is the main support. And the third wheel. So now that the engine stand is assembled, it is pretty simple. Just putting the wheels on pretty much, and then one bolt holds the whole thing together at the center. Now this is the part that goes onto the motor. And what I do, and works a lot better for me, is I put this piece onto the engine first. So get all these bolts tight onto the engine, and then tighten the the arm bolts here. And then you take this whole engine and slide it into the stand. It's a lot easier that way. Well, it is a few days later now, and I got my B20 block on the engine stand, and I got it all honed up. I'll show you here. Hopefully my phone lighting can show you. Looks pretty good. And for all of you that don't know, I'm doing a B20 VTEC on my CRX with a cable B16 transmission, and I pretty much have all the parts that I need. I just need to get my frickin' pistons. I got my connecting rods in the mail. These are the connecting rods I'm running. These are just the eBay CX Racing H-beam connecting rods. Hopefully they'll work out. I've never ran them before, but I'd like to try them out and see how they do. The pistons have been delayed with USPS for 4 or 5 days now, and there have been no updates on the tracking, which completely sucks. Last time I built a motor, I had the same frickin' problem where it took me like 2 weeks to get engine parts. So I'm waiting on parts for the CRX and trying to find something to do with my time. So I ended up honing that out, and also got the Mustang honed as well. You can't even really tell where that piston mark was anymore. Completely gone. So that looks great. I also had a subscriber from the YouTube here actually sent me a replacement piston and rod. Here it is. Looks great. I thank you very much. I did not expect somebody to actually send me parts for this thing, but I appreciate it. And I'm going to be getting this thing back together within a month probably. The only reason it's going to take so long is because I'm actually waiting for my tranny builder to get back from out of town, and he's actually going to be putting the trans brake in the transmission before everything goes back into the car. I got my clutch. This is a stage 3 clutch that I got from some guy. It's used, but it's still good supposedly. I got my mounts and my shift linkage, as well as axles and the intermediate shaft too. So yeah. literally have everything to put this freaking car together besides the pistons. So that's super annoying. But what can you do other than wait? How's it going, YouTube? I have been slacking on the videos, as AVE would call it. Yeah, I have been waiting for my pistons to come for my CRX for like, I think they're a week overdue now, so I don't know what to do with my time. So we are actually going to be going to the junkyard today and see if we can find some interior pieces out of a CRX that I just got wind of that just arrived at the junkyard local to me. Been pretty busy this week doing some more remote tuning. If you guys are interested in that, I do offer a remote tuning service. So if you have like Honda or Hondas in general, I also do HP tuners, so Ford, Chevy, Dodge vehicles. I offer remote tuning and kind of guidance through your tuning adventures. So if you guys are stumped on an issue with your tuning software or can't figure something out with tuning, give me a holler. I leave my Snapchat and my Facebook account for HunterTuned in the description. I also might add the HunterTuned email down there as well, so you can contact me that way. My pistons have been stuck in Puerto Rico for over a week now. USPS, every time I track it, it keeps saying that the package is delayed. So that is super annoying. I kind of planned my week around getting that CRX together and building the B20 VTEC, but plans don't always go as planned.
Well, I think you should be a little more understanding of the hurricane.
Yeah, there was a hurricane, Irma, some other hurricane, and then probably another hurricane that caused the Postal Service to fuck my package. We will catch back up when we get to the junkyard. Look at this gem. I don't know if this is an SI or not, because I could probably use the spindles off of it. Not sure. I also didn't know these fucking cars even came in automatic. But I do need some panels here, like the grab handle deal right here, and then the door handle trim right here. What else I really need in this thing, or if it's got any other good parts. But I think I'm going to take the panels off of the back by the taillights because I'm missing those too. So we'll check those out. The struts are even good on this thing. So I'm going to take those too. Woohoo! Just need yourself a fuck bigger than 10 mil. Damn it. It's like a 12 or something. I only brought a 10 mil. So that sucks. I might have to go up and ask one of the guys that works here if I can borrow a 12 millimeter. So I just got back from the junkyard and got the car in the garage, and I'm going to replace these rear struts for the hatch here. I'm using a piece of exhaust pipe currently to hold it up, but these things are shot, and I got to get these off and replace them with the ones I got from the junkyard. Alright, so I got the tailgate shocks on, or the rear hatch. I no longer have to use a piece of exhaust pipe to hold it up, which is awesome, and it works great. So that's fixed. I also got a bunch of interior pieces for the car because gutted interior kind of drives me nuts for some reason. But it was missing like the panels in here and like the shock tower covers and all that kind of stuff. I got the interior kind of laid back in here. I also picked up some door speakers for it. When I got the car, it only had one door speaker. It only had the passenger side door speaker. So when I was at the junkyard today, I grabbed 3 more speakers. So it has 2 speakers in the front and then 2 speakers in the back as well. They're nothing special, but it definitely sounds a lot better than it did, and I spent like $5, so that's awesome. Also, the car had only the high beams plugged in. The bulbs in the front were bad, so while I was at the junkyard again, I grabbed some headlights for it. So I got lows and high beams now, as well as a corner light here. This corner light, definitely, there's like nowhere to mount the damn thing because the fender is like completely shot. There's like no screw holes here. or nothing. So I don't know how I'm going to mount this yet, but at least I have something. I mean, I might even just tape it for the time being. I don't really care, honestly. This is a $400 car, and it's a beater. It's meant to look like shit, and I'm going to make it fast. So while we're under the hood, why don't we check the oil and see how this thing's doing. Bone dry. I've driven this car probably 400 miles since I've gotten it, and within the last 100 miles or so, the oil light has been flickering. Like every time I take a corner, the oil pressure light comes on, and then when I start it up in the morning, it kind of sounds a little rattly. Listen to that camshaft squeal. Sounds like there's a mouse in the motor because the cam probably doesn't have much oil on it. Now, when I'm driving the car, every time I shift into second gear, you can see the oil light come on as well. There it is. I feel like this thing's faster with no oil in it. First gear pull. But like I said, I don't really care. This motor's worth nothing. It's just a D15 that's clapped out. It burns a lot of oil, and it's super slow. This swap is literally worth maybe $40 to somebody. I don't know, maybe. But I feel like I'd have more fun just trying to kill the motor before we put the B20 in. Like I said, I've been waiting on the post office for the frickin' pistons. Otherwise, this thing probably would have been in by now if the tracking was, or the delivery day was on time. Sorry for the boring video, guys. Hopefully you guys still enjoy it. I kind of don't know what to be filming lately because like I said, I didn't really get my pistons, so it kind of threw my schedule off for YouTube and showing you guys what I was going to do with the B20. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for pistons, you guys can let me know what kind of stuff you want me to film. And yeah, till next time, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new, like this video, and share it. Share the channel out to people. It definitely helps the channel grow. So till next time, see you later.